All they need is a field goal to make it a two-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that 1st down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you... Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this 3rd quarter. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude substitute adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He'll try to pop the draw. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff to the single running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. For it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Hand off from the gun. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Calls his own number. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Moving. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll run it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll leave it with the lone back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line, closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. In the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Takes it the other way. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Right back to him on the ground. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. BC back to work after picking up the first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the easy completion. Breaks into the open. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jeffrey. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Lost to throw it. Bringing the heat. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating to build on this win moving ahead because they've got